Good evening, YouTubers. This is Pokediged here. So, konbanwa minasan, Pokediged desu, all the way from Hong Kong, and welcome back for more anime previews, Kuji previews to share with all of you. So today's Kuji of the day is another Kuji that I am not familiar with, like the one I done my previous video of the Animal Crossing, which my sister Nat Narf knows more of the Animal Crossing than I do, even though she knows more of the old generations than the latest generations of the Animal Crossing. So those of you a huge fan of Animal Crossing, please do check that video first, because I already pointed out the main reason, and the other video that I already pointed out the main reason and good reasons, actually pointed out the good reasons why I will not be doing any latest Kujis for this month of April and next month of May. So without that, let's just focus on today's film of the day, even though this is one of the Kujis that I don't know, because this is a RPG game or slash mobile game app that I'm not familiar with, but I find these prices are very unique and very adorable. So this one is none other than the Ichiban Kuji quiz RPG, the world of mystic wits. I'm so sorry if I kind of mixed up a little bit there, because like I said, I am not familiar with this RPG game, and second of all, I kind of noticed that the title of it, they don't have the proper title on Google, but thanks to one of the prizes on this the world of mystic wits, I'd like to thank the prize D for having it, which I will show you in a few more minutes. So before I show you my live reaction, please kindly take a look on the photo right here, which I took before I done the draw. And I'm so sorry if the photo that I took, the price list, is a little bit like this instead of like this, so forgive me for that. So if you can see the price A, B, C, and the last one price, 4 of these prices are the figures. But surprisingly enough, although these figures are very adorable, very cute, the details, they've done it so good, but surprisingly these chibi figures, they're actually around 6.5 to 7 cm for the height length, and they're quite smaller comparing to one of the Kujis that I've done, like the Puella Madoka Magica and the Lovely Sunshine the second. Like if you have seen my videos from last year of they done these two Kujis, and I can show you one Kuji right here, one of the price of the figure, chibi figure. This one right here, she is around like 8 to 10 cm the length, but if it's for this Kuji, the RPG ones, the set of this, they are actually very small, 6.5 to 7, which I don't normally have these kinds of small, very tiny kind of figure, but I do admire how the company make the figures, the detail of it, of course, they kind of really nailed it, so go over there. And then now going to the price D, which I like to thank so much for the price D, because if you look closely on the price D, you can see there's a Clefable or lookalike Clefable face, right? The Pokemon creature that we know from the very first generation. It kind of looks like, to be honest. And that size of it is not as big as the price A right here, which I did from my previous video. For that price D, it's a little bit smaller. Let's say it's around 20 something or 30 something cm. But if you flip it to the back, then there was my answer, that I found the title, the right title for this game, literally the name of this game. And without that one, the price D, I would have scrambled all the way from the internet or Google search like insane, and might give the wrong one, the wrong title. So I would really like to thank the price D for putting that name, like the English name, not the Japanese name, but the English name for this game. So now moving on to the E price, which you can see is actually a cup, only one kind, but there's like a total of like around 5 tickets there. And this cup makes me call of the character called Happy from Fairy Tail. Like if you do recall about that cat, the blue cat, that mascot or that creature with the white wing, it kind of looks like it, but it's not. But I do find that cup very adorable. But I remember my sister Nat Narf doesn't really like having too much cups, and she is having nightmares of having cups or too much plates, you know, when it comes to the Kujis nowadays. So moving on to the F price are the sets, 5 sets of the files but one set has 2 files in it. So if you add total of it, there's actually 10 different types of files, but one set has 2 files and it's very random, all of it. So if you want to choose your favorite character for this set, but another one is not your favorite, then I'm so sorry. Unless if those of you done this pool and you have a lot of the price F prices, then you can get the whole of it, or maybe just depends on your luck out there, because it's a little bit of gambling, don't forget that. And then final but not least, the lowest price, which are the rubber straps. I believe it's around a total of 13 of them, and the height of it's around 6.5 cm or 7 cm, just depends on the character, like that. And I already mentioned on the last one price is the same like the A, B, and C, but the last one price, just to repeat again, just to give you this kind of proper look again, that the last one price is similar to the A price, but the color texture is different, and the injection it has the green color like inside the injection. So it's very interesting to see that they actually put the green, not really real liquid, but still put the green color inside the kind of an injection to that chibi figure for the last one price. Unlike the A price, it doesn't have, it's like they don't have the green liquid in it. But it's still very interesting to see these kinds of figures. Like you see there's a Pokemon lookalike, the add-on has the name of the game, and nothing else. I just find these prices very unique, even though the fact, like I have to say it so many times, I don't know this RPG game. So without further ado, please enjoy my live reaction.
1、2、3、4、5、6，唔該。
你食到個麵未啊？
梗係未啦，
擺出嚟食啦。
有 F 啊嘛，我叫佢懟佢啊，諗住。
好似 S。收多個啦，
哦，中到 A 啊！
係恭喜你，恭喜晒。
G 係 A G 同埋一。
And so what just happened? Even after a few tries, just in order for me to get some change from my backup food or from my transportation fee, and I just end up having another jackpot prize. This is just so weird. So before I show you the top prize, let me show you all the way the lowest price first, because since I only done 3 pulls, so this may be a very quick preview, because I'm not so sure with the character's name or their ability, so please forgive me if I'm not familiar with all of them. But let me show you first is the G price, which is the lowest price, which is right here in my possession. And you can see already they have this character, which I'm not so sure of the name, but they always show her in every photo, like most of the time. And you can see this is the company from Ben Presto, the Ichiban Kuji, and another one right here, which is the Kun company right here, or Kun Chibi, if I get it correctly. And then here is the title, the one I was able to get the right translation thanks to the prize D. This one is the World of Mystic Wits right here, but we can't forget that the Quiz RPG, the smaller up part right there, we can't forget that, the Quiz RPG. Then here is the rubber straps, so it's the G price, and it says here total of 15, so at least I kind of guessed it correctly, like 15 or 13, so at least now we know there's 15 of these. So before I open it, here are all the lineups and the different characters, and you can probably tell when I show you the photo right just a while ago, like after you've seen my before I show you my live reaction, there's a ton of the lowest price, and I was still shocked to get the still was able to get the top price. So without that, let me open to you all right here. So without that, the moment of truth, only one box, and let's see which character out of 15 will I get. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, so we did not get any of the female characters, but this one is a guy character. So if those of you guys out there play this RPG game, please comment on the video below. Well, what is this character, what is his name, and what's his ability? Is he a good character, a bad character? Please let me know in the comments below. And from the box right here, which I'm seeing, he is right here on the second row, the far right here where I'm pointing at. Okay, so now moving on to the F price, which I already mentioned that there's a total of 5 sets, but in one set there's 2 files in it. So if you're curious which one I chose is this one right here. Out of 5, I chose the one with the injection girl and the one with the wing. Then this guy right here, you can see properly. This one is the C price, if you do recall that one. Then you can see there's a second badge, the third, the fourth, and the fifth, if you can see properly. So you can tell that it's not all like mixed up, it's like really in this attachment. So whatever you choose, like if you like this character, lucky. But if you flip to the back, then if you don't like it, then I'm so sorry. But for me, I don't really mind because I really like how the art texture, the drawing of this file set. Look at the drawing of it, it's really cool. Look at that, the detail on this file set right here, the injection one, when I have the figure, which I'll show you later. It's very cool, but I'm not going to open it just to save time, and I want to keep it in a good condition. And at the same time, it's a good thing for the company, for them to flip it like this. Like if you want to see another file, just flip it to the back, so that way you don't have to open it and then see, oh, this is name whatsoever. At least for us customers, we know which character are the ones we will get. So it's like this for the front view and the back view. And now moving on, the moment of truth, which is the A price, and surprise for myself to end up getting it out of 3 pulls. But even though this one is still a small figure around 6.5 to 7 cm, which is right here. And you can tell from the other figure that I have, it's around this length, a little bit bigger, let's say around here, the length of that. That one is still a little bit bigger than the one right here. But look at the detail on this figure, she is still simply adorable, super kawaii. And then here's a proof that this is the A show, A price right here. The icon from the Ichiban Kuji, then Presto, and Kun, and title right here, Ichiban Kuji, Quiz RPG, The World of Mystic Wits. And here's the side, and the warnings from the back. And you can see the board right here inside. It's like this kind of magician kind of craft stuff, which makes me call of the Full Metal Alchemist, you know, summoning kinds or making equipment exchange kind of thing like that, or maybe card capture Sakura, maybe. So without further ado, I'll be right back and to open this up. And so before I show you the figure, because I already took them out, so what it comes along with the figure, we can't forget, it's always the stand right here and the base. This is the pink version, and you can see clearly right there. I'm so sorry, there we go. You can see the detail of it and these kinds of magic words or spell words. They really done it so cool, and you can tell by the base of it and the stand, it's transparent until it's like see-through. So this is how it looks like for the base, and flipping at the bottom right there, no difference. And holy crap, just look at this price A. She is so cute. So if those of you guys out there or anyone knows this RPG game and knows this character, please let me know on the comments below. Put the name, her ability, whatsoever. She is just simply very adorable. This nurse figure, she is so cute, and she is similar to the last one price like I mentioned, but the color theme, like these ones are different, and the injection is different. Like it has the green liquid, not real liquid, but the ones inside has the green liquid, so-called. Then some part right here, like the color, some color textures from her attire is different. But if you look at it in general from head to toe, she is just so cute. Even the color textures, how they put this figure, how much effort that this company they put. they done it so well. So I'm going to give you guys a more closer image right here, including her weapon or her injection. Look at that. Even you can see this bottle right here is a little bit of a transparent. You can see like there's no liquid inside, so it kind of makes it a little bit unique to if you, those of you cannot get any of the top prize and you end up getting the last one prize, then it shows that at least the last one prize has the liquid, maybe liquid like that. And it shows for the A prize right here, it doesn't have the liquid, and that's why it has like this kind of empty injection bottle. Alright, and you can see all the way these detail. Look at the colors, very sharp, very clean, and look at that. I mean, I'm just so very amazed how the people who make this, whoever you guys did it, done this one from Japan, honto sugoi, honto desu. Then looking at the side right here, a little bit to the back, you can see one of her attachments, like the, of course, that's connected to the injection bottle. You can see the wires. Oh my gosh, it really did so good. Then here is the back side, and then her hair, the wavy hair, all these kinds of a stretch mark right here. Not stretch mark, but like when you tie your hair up or tie it to a ponytail. Look at that, they go all the way to the tip right there. It's so cool. And yes, this is not underwear. If you may wonder, it's not underwear. It's like this underneath whatsoever, like shorts. And look at that, it's still unbelievable. It's so cute. And you can see the clock right here, or heart shape. That's amazing. That's attached to her weapon, maybe weapon like that. But it's very cute, very adorable. But the downside for this figure is this part right here, like the ones I really like that attach along with the that's actually attached with her hair. Apparently it's attached to her hair, maybe a hair accessory. This part right here, it's a little bit weak, so you have to be very extra careful. Like this, like looks like a bow. So you can see right here that maybe you can remove this part, but if it's for me personally, I would rather just leave it like that. Like even though you know that this can be removable or not, I would just prefer to leave it, because once you remove it, you may not know the higher chances, 90% chance, that once you remove it, if it's removable, maybe it's gone forever, and you have to use this kind of a glue that can be attached right here, but it's just going to make the figure even worse. So all the effort from the company. So I'll be right back again and attach the stand to her back right here. There you can see the hole, and then to the base right here where she can stand. Oh, and I actually realized that for this figure, that this part right here, she can actually move this part of the body right here. You can move only this much, just for you to put the stand at the back right here. And if those of you did get the B prize, the one looks like a witch, or makes you recall of one of the characters from the Precure, the Hard Catch Precure, the one I like, Cure Marine, looks like Cure Marine. For her, the B prize, the hat can be removable, because I've seen one of the people who done this Kuji that has the B prize. The B prize for the hat is removable, so that's very interesting to let you guys know if those of you did get the B prize or not. That's the head point out that I want to share with all of you. And for this one, just a scribble, just for you to put the stand. So after putting the stand and the base of this character, oh my goodness, she looks even more adorable. But there is a bad point to this, because the figure, the moment I actually scribbled the body right here, and of course I have to hold the head very steady, the weak point of this one is very weak. Like when you want to put the stand, which I'll show you, the back right here, there's the stand already attached to the back of her. The moment I just attach to it, it's very weak, so one slight mistake, there's a higher chances that you will damage the figure. So you have to be very extra careful when you attach the stand along with the base. So much better you put the stand first, and then afterwards you connect the stand with the base. And this figure is still good. The details of it, it's really good, but it still has that weak point, like I said. So I can't really complain about it, but I do understand why they make the figure very small, and I had to be very extra careful not to always hold the head too much, or else the grip of the stand right here will fall out, and the body as well, because the head, remember, because when it comes to chibis, their heads are a little bit bigger comparing to their body. So every time I want to replace her like this, you can see I'm just putting more pressure to the stand, while the body I'm just holding it like a supporter. But for the stand right here, I'm just putting it as a grip. I'm holding this as tight as possible, so the body will not will not crumble. So this is a very durable A price, and no regrets for getting this, because I have the A price of this. And I do apologize if my sister is so loud at laughing. I don't know what's going on. I'm just so glad to get the A price and the few of the lowest prices, which is the F and the G. Although the G price is not the girl character or this one, which it's okay, I can just sell that anyway. For those of you who lives here in Hong Kong or other countries may be interested in buying this, but it will charge you a lot. So I'm not lying, it's going to charge you a lot, especially the shipping fee. Then for the F price right here, the one I chose, look at that. You can see it's so adorable. You can't resist it. It's so cute. And in my conclusion, these prices are very durable, and I'm just glad not so much of the plates or too much cups like that my sister really had enough of those kinds of kujis. She really doesn't like too much having those, because we have too much kitchen supplies thanks to me always doing the kujis. But in general, these kujis is still good for this set, for the world of Mystic Wits, and I got to admit that each of them are very adorable. But it would be interesting to get the D price, because it really looks like a Fable from that Pokemon from the very first generation. So if you enjoyed this Kuji theme of the day of the quiz RPG, the world of Mystic Wits, feel free to comment below which one of these prizes are your most favorite or least your favorite. And if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, give it a like on this video, subscribe to my channel, feel free to subscribe, and stay tuned for more anime previews in the later future. So until then everyone, see you all in the next anime preview.